there, B.A. The skill level as good as it's ever been. More high-level shot takers and makers on the floor at once.
All right, let's see what unfolds here.
Here we go.
Now the opening lineup for Atlanta. Jalen Johnson is out there with Risachet. Then it's Kuminga. Then there's C.J. McCollum. And it's Alexander Walker in at the point guard position.
Like sometimes the threes can really boost your confidence, and I'm sure it'll do just that for Giddey.
McCollum outside. Wilson grabs the board.
And you see the frustration on his face. He had a great opportunity there, and he blew it.
Three-pointer, Buzelis. They get it back. Pass to Wilson. To the inside. Nice assist and nice finish. Solid play all the way around.
The defensive effort was lacking a bit, but hey, give them credit for finding a weakness there.
Well, with that kind of success, I imagine they'll continue to be aggressive inside.
And just around a minute and a half into this first quarter. For three, Powell. Atlanta with a rebound. Pass to Johnson. Here's the three. Atlanta again missing.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
Legs, you look at the Atlanta Hawks. They are no strangers to the play-in tournament.
Yeah, B.A., since making the Eastern Finals as a 4 seed in 2021, they've been a perennial play-in team. They're trying to find a way to make another deep run.
You can tell that Josh Giddey is one sharp player, not just in how he threads passes, but how he moves on the floor and gets around other guys.
Now here's Giddey. He has 6. Powell's shot is off. There's McCollum with the three. Wilson grabs the board. Here are the Bulls with the ball. It's been 8 unanswered for them. And once again, off the mark by Chicago. Risachet drives in. Count it.
And there's the ability to finish for Risachet. Nobody scares him at the rim.
To the paint. Here's Giddey. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Giddey's got 8 points.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
And now they are just going to keep riding that momentum with the hot hand.
Now here's Johnson. Good ball movement here by Atlanta. There's McCollum with the three. An 8-point differential. Here's Wilson. Oh, my goodness!
They've shown so much energy right from the start, particularly on the offensive end.
Well, so far, a great game plan and great execution, but we still have a long way to go.
Risachet with the ball. He's guarded by Claxton. Out to Kuminga. The three ball. Buries it from 3.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Giddey passes to Powell. That's tipped. On the push, here comes Atlanta. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Opportunity for a 3-point play here.
And he does a great job. I mean, he baits you. CJ baits you into overcommitting defensively to draw the and one.
All right, guys, some stats here. The scoring breakdown for Chicago.
They've done a great job facilitating shooters. The early game has seen a lot of hot passes and has kept the defense guessing as well.
And you can't overlook what they've done in the paint as well. A huge part of their success in this one.
Chicago leading by 4. Powell passes to Claxton. Fires for 3. Rebound Atlanta.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
And Kuminga throws it down.
This guy is one of the fiercest finishers I've ever seen.
How many times have we seen him slam it down right on top of a defender? And that one's good. Wilson.
Well, what a steady presence offensively and a very difficult player to game plan for.
Pass to Hield. Jacks up a 3. Hits the trifecta.
Long-range shots like that, almost effortless for Hield. Every chance he gets, he'll take that shot.
And the last few seasons, Legs, C.J. McCollum playing mainly point guard, but for his career, mostly at the 2.
Yeah, listen, he can play either, certainly can be a lead guard when he needs to be, but shooting and scoring off the dribble is really his bread and butter, and can get to it from any angle, any platform, in any situation.
Great player regardless.
Absolutely.
Okongwu's checked in for Kuminga. Johnson passes to Hield. There's McCollum with the three. He buries it from three. McCollum's got 6.
The execution has been better lately, but do they have enough energy to pull it off?
In a tight game like this, you really have to take it one possession at a time. Focus on limiting mistakes.
These teams are finding the range, showing a lot of confidence.
Yeah, he was so ready to answer that. These teams are just battling.
Now here's Hield. Back to Johnson. The three is up. Nice start for him. Sinking his first shot.
Well, those are the ones you're happy to get every trip down the floor if you can.
And it's the Bulls with the ball. To the left wing. For three. Okongwu with the rebound. The Hawks trailing. Here's Rizachet. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
Rizachet is already advanced with the ball in his hand. He knows how to pick up that whistle.
Well, Grant, you look at the Bulls, middling on both ends. What's their biggest need?
You know, B.A., I think it's length and athleticism. You can't have enough of those type of players in today's game. You look at their activity stats, the steals, offensive rebounds, very much in need of a boost.
Now here's Rizachet. Here's Wiggins. And the go-ahead bucket, no good. 19 seconds left in the first quarter. From deep, Giddey knocks down the triple. He's got 14.
And Giddey is working to improve this part of his game. The defense at least has to respect his three.
Rizachet, no good.
The defensive breakdown gives him a wide-open look, but he can't take advantage.
He knocks it.
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
This one. And it looks like they are going to review the play. The question, did he get the basket off in time or not?
And, of course, they want to make sure it was the right call, but I'm not sure how much it'll impact this game. We'll see.
And so it's Josh Giddey making highlights for Chicago, hitting 3 trays in the quarter, providing some sharp shooting. Time for a quick break, then back to the action. Some good action in the books as we get back to a game that's been pretty close so far here. And before we move on, what do you think about what we've seen here from the Bulls tonight?
Yeah, showing grit on the glass is a good way to gain an advantage. They controlled the boards in the first.
They clearly wanted to be the more physical team, and they are setting the tone that way. I love the work.
All right, this is how the floor looks for the Hawks starting the second. They've got Kuminga. Also Aaron Wiggins out there. Okongwu out there with Buddy Hield. It's stolen by Kuminga. To the middle. And Kuminga throws it down.
Oh, man. He got fancy with that finish.
He may be trying to provide the spark they need to break this one open. And S.V.G gets it to go. And we played just over a minute of basketball in the second quarter. Outside Kuminga puts up a three. It's rebounded by S.V.G. And Giddey has got the ball here for the Bulls. They've led by as much as 10.
Yeah, how about Giddey tonight? Scoring the ball, such a different matchup. I don't know who they can throw at him right now.
Down low, Okongwu.
Making sure of it with the two-hand slam, B.A.
Yeah, I don't blame him with the score this tight. You cannot take a chance here. Pass to Buzelis. Lets the three fly. Rebounded by the Hawks. And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. Out to Hield. And here's Kuminga for three. That one's off. And now he's 3 for 6. Over to the wing. The 17-footer. And there's another one for Chicago.
Well, you can see it. Buzelis is very comfortable operating in the mid-range.
And so the timeout by Quinn Snyder here. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. For Chicago, Collins, he's checked in for Buzelis. Richards comes in for Wilson, and it's Jones in for Giddey. Shot's good by McCollum.
And we're playing about as much defense as they did there. Not nearly enough.
Pass to S.V.G. This one for three. That's good. And it's Jones with the assist. S.V.G's got 6.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Yeah, just going back and forth. It is really competitive out there.
Here's the pick. Unloads. They grab their own miss. Here's Alexander Walker. And the Hawks with another 3.
Oh, nice feed. On time and on target.
Jones against McCollum. Oh, a great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and a nasty jam.
Got the ball right inside. Such a well-timed pass.
Throws it up high. McCollum's shot is off.
Well, the defense did just enough to force that miss because he is a good finisher.
And Collins with the slam.
Oh, my. What a display of effort.
That's his bread and butter, right? Chasing down the boards.
And he showed you great timing as well. Offensive rebounding, one of his specialties. Well, I love the confidence. Keep shooting it. Eventually, he's got to start making some, right?
Come on, B.A. He sure can rise.
Grant, that's as good as it gets. One of the best in the league. Here's Noel. Richards pulls it in. Chicago leading by 7. It's stolen by Kuminga. They've got numbers. Here's Noel. And he goes in for the dunk.
Whenever he gets that close to the hoop, he finishes with authority.
Jones, the pass to Richards. Counted from distance. He has 7.
Impressive offensive versatility for big. He can show you a variety of looks.
Here's McCollum. Collins with the rebound. The Bulls have gone 8 of 11 in the second quarter. And the ball out of play. The Hawks will have it. And Don C is here tonight in Chicago. No surprise there.
Yeah, not at all. A Chicago native who has actually joined the Bulls as a creative strategy and design advisor. His success as a sportswear brand creator and lifelong Bulls fan has given him such a cool role.
Here's what Atlanta's going with right now. Johnson comes in for Kuminga, and Hield is subbed in for Wiggins. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thanks. Jalen Johnson, great in the two-man game, and he talked about how he operates off the pocket pass. He said, quote, "It's simple. You got to read before the catch. Point 5, quick decisions. Just how quarterbacks have progressions with receivers, I have progressions in the pocket, and I read those." Brian?
Okay, Allie, thanks a lot. And in the first year of a 5-year, $150 million extension, Jalen Johnson, a key player for his team moving forward, Legs.
And he's coming off that shoulder surgery, an injury which ended his season prematurely. And he's a lefty, so hopefully that won't be an issue going forward.
Let's not forget he's Milwaukee tough, too. Atlanta shooting their 4th attempt at the line tonight. And he shows the focus there. Nails the tee. Risache, he's checked in for the Hawks. Jonathan Kuminga comes in for Hield. Back to Johnson. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
The big-time throwdown.
Check him out. Keeps the grip on that rim after the finish. A little extra emphasis. Here's Buzelis. Johnson with the defensive effort. Hawks trail by 8. Oh, a two-handed power slam.
Oh, come on, B.A. I mean, where's the defense? That's just too easy.
Yeah, they got to do a much better job in help.
That's the kind of play that can spark a run. A dunk like that energizes everyone on the team.
Shakes him. And it's Giddey with a rebound.
That's going up against a defense that knows your tendencies.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Atlanta has gone 2 of 5 from distance here in the second quarter. Here's McCollum. Oh, and he got fouled. two.
And McCollum isn't afraid of contact, especially when he's being aggressive and looking to score.
And McCollum drops them both.
And one of the responsibilities with being a great player is making free throws.
And so Billy Donovan calls timeout. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players. 12 seconds left in the second period. From deep, Giddey gets the three ball to go. Giddey's got 22 points.
Just incredible. I mean, he's really making it rain out there, knocking them down one after another.
This defense is trying to stay connected to him, but he is on a mission.
And so it's Chicago closing out this quarter with a 7-point lead, just pounding the painted area. That's helped them build an advantage. More 2K action in just a moment. Well, for those just tuning in, thanks for being with us. Second half of this game still to play. One guy who's been getting it done is Josh Giddey.
He's been on the attack, playing hard and going right to the rim.
Nothing in this league more difficult to defend than a well-timed weak side cut.
We've got Nicholas Claxton, Norman Powell out there with Josh Giddey. Then it's Williams, and it's Wilson in at the 4 slot. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. And a youth movement for this Hawks roster. What went into that, Tim?
Well, first, they climbed 10 spots to get the #1 pick, which led to Zachary Risachet. Then the trade of DeJounte Murray, which got them Dyson Daniels, who's 7 years younger. And, of course, you've got Jalen Johnson, who's breaking out. So they've got some young talent that is on the rise.
Here's Wilson. No good with the triple. Hawks trail by 7. Here's Johnson. The 9-footer's on the mark. Johnson's got 7 points in the game.
Really good passing wing. Risachet isn't a ball stopper. He really looks for his teammates.
And all the credit goes to the defender. Very hard to contest threes without fouling.
The shot by Alexander Walker, no good.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
For 3, Powell. The shot's good on the assist by Giddey. Giddey's got his 5th assist in this one. And there's the foul. It'll go on Norman Powell. That's his first foul.
I have to admit, I mean, it's always a tough decision for the ref on the block charge call.
The 3 from Risachet. Claxton with a rebound. Claxton's got 4 rebounds now. From deep, Giddey. Excellent D there from Kuminga. And so it's Johnson with it. He brings it up for Atlanta. Since the second half started, they've only given up 3 points.
Drawing those defenders to the lane creates space on the perimeter. Beautiful look.
Powell for 3. And the three-pointer goes. Powell's got his second basket.
Well, the defense was a little soft right there, and it made it a practice shot.
And so the timeout by Quinn Snyder here. He might have seen something he needs to review with his guys. Hawks trail by 9. Pass to Kuminga. Over Claxton. Wilson grabs the board. Wilson's got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's Claxton, and he banks in the layup.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Well, the way this game is going, I'm actually not surprised it was that easy for him.
Kuminga, the pass to McCollum. Sends it home from 3-point land. McCollum's got 14 points for the game.
Off the pass, McCollum can be instantaneous. He doesn't think, he just shoots.
There's the three. That's good from Powell on the assist from Giddey. And the Bulls lead by 11.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Yeah, just going back and forth. It is really competitive out there.
Pass to Kuminga. Shot clock at 6. Here's Alexander Walker. And Atlanta hits again from deep. All right, guys, we're lucky to have Shams Charania joining us now. Our 2K insider calling in with a story. What do you got, Shams?
Well, looking at the Eastern Conference this season, as much uncertainty as I can remember with regard to the pecking order. With injuries shifting the balance of power, things very much up in the air. And there's some up-and-coming teams seeming to sense an opportunity to make their move.
Something to watch. All right, Shams, thanks for the report.
It's always good to see Risa Shea mixing it up down low.
And that one's good. Wilson.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Yeah, he can taste a win right now, just trying to close it out.
Here's Alexander Walker. Trying to come right back with a three of his own, but it's no good. Powell outside. Three-pointer. The shot that time not on target. Excellent D there from Kuminga. McCollum finds Kuminga. Outside, Alexander Walker. Sinks it from distance. Alexander Walker's got 14.
He's done a great job filling up the box score, but so far it just hasn't been enough. He needs help.
Once Giddey saw his opening, he took advantage. I mean, defenders just could not. Keep up.
And so the timeout by Quinn Snyder here. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy. The three drains the triple.
And the shot selection has been great, but the volume isn't where it needs to be.
And it's Powell off the drive.
Yeah, you never want to let shots at the rim go uncontested.
All right, a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for the Bulls.
What a performance for Beyond the Arc in this game. They stuck to their guns, and it's paid off all game.
And they are racking up the assist totals because they're moving the ball selflessly. You're seeing great chemistry out there.
Shots good by McCollum.
Ready to cash in. I like when McCollum looks to mix it up like this.
Giddey passes to Powell. No good on the three. Hawks trail by 6. Fires from deep. Another three for Atlanta.
Yeah, there was a lack of intensity in the first half, but these teams have now turned it up.
Well, the margin for error is getting smaller, so the stakes on each possession are getting bigger.
Pass to S.V.G. Takes the three. Fires in the triple. S.V.G's got 9.
Yeah, this is a highlight of Giddey's game. His innate ability to set others up.
Kuminga's shot is off.
You kind of wonder where his head's at. The shot selection hasn't been there, and of course that one was just crazy.
And for Atlanta, they're shooting well here in the third, hitting 50% of their shots. To the wing, right side. Here's the S.V.G. Misses the three. Hawks trail by 6. Out to McCollum. Pass to Johnson. Now here's Kuminga. There's the triple. No good. And so it's Chicago with a 6-point lead at the close of the quarter. Getting lots of great looks. Shooting it well. That's why they're up. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
Now, I know he's a big man, but he's got some point guard in him if he's making passes. passes like this.
Yeah, so impressive for a big guy to make a find like a guard.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. On the floor for Atlanta, we've got Aaron Wiggins. Noel out there with a Kongwu. Then there's C.J. McCollum. And it's Alexander Walker in at the 2-guard spot.
Oh, you gotta love the back and forth. Showing real confidence at the arc.
And when you give up a 3, there's always this instinct to try and get it back immediately.
Tries it from 16, and that's off the glass and in. Kyle's got 15 points here in the second half.
Yeah, something Giddey has always done well is share the ball. Tough to miss that wide-open man.
We played just over a minute here in the fourth. Pass to Noel, 5 on the clock. That's good, and it's McCollum with the assist.
That's a clutch shot by a big-time shooter. And where's the D?
Bulls leading by 5. To the wing on the left. Now here's Collins, guarded by a Kongwu. From deep Giddey. And again, it's Chicago with a 3.
Beautiful execution, getting it away quickly. Giddey just wasting no time.
Pass to McCollum. And another basket for Atlanta.
Yeah, he goes to the fadeaway right there. I think he thought the defense was a little bit closer.
Here's Buzelis, hounded by Wiggins. McCollum with a steal. And a fast break now for Atlanta. Ahead. And he goes up strong with a one-handed jam.
And that's gotta hurt. A turnover for a free run at the rim.
And now we know who has the momentum.
Well, not all turnovers are created equal. Live ball turnovers lead to that.
A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Back to McCollum, all alone. Rebound by the Bulls. Collins has got 7 rebounds in the game. For 3, Powell. The rebound by Atlanta. They are so close to taking the lead.
This is one of those games where momentum is key.
Wiggins passes to a Kongwu. And he makes it. And now it's just a 2-point Chicago lead.
And that was the right decision. When you're in need of a bucket, you go to your most trusted guys.
Yeah, when you're coming down the stretch, you don't want any wasted possession.
Pass to Alexander Walker. That's good.
Hey,
That's McCollum with the assist. Alexander Walker's got 22 points.
And defenses can forget how good of a passer McCollum is.
To the left side wing. Three-pointer, Buzelis nails it from 3. And the Bulls lead by 2.
Well, if you came here looking for a scoring battle, I think you made the right choice.
We thought this might be the case coming in. Not a lot of defense out there right now.
And just wasn't able to set up in time.
A line change here for Chicago. Here's Kuminga. Good ball movement here by Atlanta. Pass to Rizachet. Inside. Here's Johnson. Here's Alexander Walker. Off target with the 3.
Yeah, so many times we will see shooters of any caliber miss that wide open 3.
Jones. No good from 3. And so it's Johnson with it. He brings it up for Atlanta. Trailing by 2. Good for 2.
Just a bad time for a defensive breakdown. And he really took advantage.
And at this stage of the game, you've got to take that. If the mid-range jump is there, go ahead and knock it down. That's a great look. His teammate was on the move, but he put it right where it needed to be.
Banks it home. Big shot.
Instead of risking something on the perimeter, he just works it inside.
And when they really need a bucket, he's the guy that wants to deliver for them.
Screen by Claxton. Jacks up a 3.
What was the defense thinking? I mean, that's the wrong guy.
Say to his team right now. McCollum, he's checked in for Atlanta. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, well, Quinn Snyder was just reviewing the play with the team. He applauded their shooting and their shot selection, saying, we're taking the right threes, not forcing anything. Keep doing that, and they'll continue to fall. Makes the game easy, doesn't it?
Appreciate the report, Allie.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Bucks trail by 3. He launches. Booyah!
Damn.
Sinks the triple.
Welcoming the chance to take important shots. McCollum knows his teammates and coaches. They trust his judgment.
And they did right there. Now Claxton, locked away.
Damn, Nick.
And a fast break now for Atlanta. Shoots a three. It's gone.
Damn, Bulls, come
The
on.
value of good ball movement isn't lost on this squad.
From this game.
Giddy into the lane.
He took
Damn.
off, and the D struggled to catch up with Giddy.
He hits the first one, and that brings him
Zach,
to 2 here.
Josh Giddey got 35 and 11.
Both free
Ball.
throws good from Giddy.
This team knows they can rely on him in these situations. He is so consistent at the free throw line.
From downtown, buries it from
Damn.
inside.
Wow. That takes steady nerves right there.
Completely unfazed by what's at stake. That's just flow.
Damn,
Box
Josh.
out, walled him off, and hauled it in.
Rebounded by Giddy. And here's Chicago. Powell. Can't hit it.
Damn, they gonna lose it.
Basket here would give them some breathing room.
Slow down, no need to hurry. Take the best shot available.
And so they choose to intentionally foul.
They have 10-point lead.
Kuminga fires. The three
Yeah,
is
that's
in.
over.
And they have to know that any hope of a comeback is gone.
Yeah, I think it's time to raise the white flag.
These teams are finding the range, showing a lot of confidence.
Yeah, he was so ready to answer that. These teams are just battling.
And that's an intentional foul.
And a smart choice right there. I mean, you can't allow them to just drain the clock.
And no good, as the first free throw misses. We'll see if he can hit the second. And the second of 2 is good. And that puts him up 5. Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. There's 10 seconds left in the final quarter. Let's hear from our analyst. Give us your take on the strategy being discussed right now.
Score quick, then foul. Then you have to hope for some missed free throws.
Well, at this point, everything has to go your way to extend this game.
Just showing some tremendous authority controlling the boards. Love it.
He just wants the ball more than anybody else on the floor, and it's ending up in his hands as a result.
And so it's Atlanta with the W. Just a gutsy performance on the road.
It really was. When this one was up in the air late, they showed how tough-minded they
Josh. That's some shit he'll do for real. He do that type of shit for real. 31, 60, 11, 1 steal. That was real numbers. 9, 15, 5. He missed a lot of stuff. Seven, 6, 2, 16, 72. Patrick Williams is fucking long. Yeah, it's on the wall. 7 3s. Wow. I call him 21 3 and 7. Steve. Johnson, 7, 11, 2. Man, Sauce Giddy was nuts. Giddy was crazy.